Then the question says, which flow diagram describes how auxin affects growth in negative gravitropism? So here, look carefully at the options. In option A, auxin diffuses down the stem, then auxin collects on the lower side of the stem. This causes cell elongation to be stimulated on the lower side of the stem, and as a result, the stem grows away from gravity. In option B, auxin diffuses up the stem, collects on the upper side of the stem, and cell elongation is inhibited on the upper side, causing the stem to grow away from gravity. In option C, auxin diffuses down the stem, collects on the lower side of the stem, cell elongation is stimulated on the lower side, and the stem grows towards the light. In option D, auxin diffuses up the stem, collects on the upper side of the stem, cell elongation is stimulated on the upper side, and the stem grows towards the light. Therefore, option A is the correct answer because in negative gravitropism, shown by shoots, auxin moves down the stem and accumulates on the lower side due to gravity. In shoots, auxin stimulates cell elongation, so the lower side grows faster. This unequal growth causes the stem to bend and grow away from gravity. Next, we have a paper 2 question which says, a beam of bright light shines into a human eye for 2 seconds. A similar beam of light shines onto one side of the tip of a plant stem for several days. We are asked to describe the ways in which the human and the plant coordinate their responses to these beams of light. The answer should include the stimulus detection and method of responding. So, since we already covered the human response in chapter 14, we will only attempt the plant part here. So the answer we will write is, when light shines on one side of a plant stem tip, the tip detects the stimulus. Auxin is involved and moves to the shaded side away from the light. This causes more cell elongation on that side, making the stem bend towards the light, showing positive phototropism. Next, the diagrams show experiments to investigate the response of plant shoots to light. Which shoot will not grow towards the light? Option A shows light shining on the shoot, with a thin glass plate inserted halfway below the tip. Option B shows light shining, and a thin glass plate separating the two sides of the shoot lower down. Option C shows light shining, where the tip of the shoot is removed and then replaced. So A is the correct answer because the thin glass plate inserted just below the tip blocks the sideways movement of auxin to the shaded side. Since auxin cannot redistribute properly, an equal cell elongation does not occur, so the shoot will not bend towards the light. At last, this question says that 5 experiments were carried out to investigate the phototropic response of shoots. The diagrams show how the growing shoots of the plants were treated. The treatments included a black paper cap covering the shoot tip, a transparent cap covering the shoot tip, a black paper collar covering the shoot stem, a permeable layer inserted between the shoot tip and stem, and an impermeable layer inserted between the shoot tip and stem. B is the correct answer because the transparent cap allows light to reach the shoot tip. This enables the tip to detect the light stimulus, and auxin can move normally to the shaded side. The unequal distribution of auxin causes more cell elongation on the shaded side, so the shoot bends towards the light. In contrast, treatments that block light or prevent auxin movement, such as black caps or impermeable layers, stop the shoot from bending. This shows that both detection of light at the tip and movement of auxin are essential for phototropic response. So that wraps up chapter 15 on coordination and response in plants. We'll see you next time with the following chapter. Thank you for watching, and see you soon.